Women are cooperative. Men, on the other hand, are competitive. Okay? Very big difference. Because the way we're wired, from the factory is the fact that, as men, we had to go out there and hunt. We had to go out there and compete, right? We had to make sure that our tribe was fed. Whereas for women, they didn't have to do that stuff, right? They were the nurturers, right? They were the gatherers. So all they really had to do was just cooperate to get along. So that is how they evolved, right? They evolved to be cooperative and not combative. And even though some of you in relationships would argue with me on that, but I'm talking in general terms, right? And I just did a video about why women make terrible leaders, right? They make terrible CEOs. They make terrible politicians. They make, they shouldn't be trusted with power. I know it sounds very misogynistic to say that, but I mean, I'm just coming from a standpoint where women were not wired to have power. They were not wired to ever lead, right? Because they're emotional creatures. You can't trust somebody, male or female for that matter, who leads with their emotions. You just can't, because they're always going to steer you in the wrong direction. Right? Just think of yourself. We've all done things out of emotion. How did that pan out? How did that work out for you when you walked into that dealer lot, just wanted to look at a few cars, and you let your emotions get the best of you, and you took home a car you couldn't afford, and you signed on to payments you couldn't afford? Okay, how'd that work out? Or you just went shopping or something, you bought a bunch of stuff you couldn't afford. Okay? Acting out of your emotions never pans out. Or you let your temper get the best of you and you lashed out at somebody, and then you regretted it later. Yeah, how does that work out when you lead with your emotions? You can't, right? You can't. You can't be an effective leader, and you can't be trusted with power when you lead with your emotions. Okay? And so, yeah, women are emotional creatures. That's just fact. That's just how they're wired. So, not only that, but they're just designed to conform to whatever the current thing is, whatever the popular narrative is, okay? Whatever socially correct, where they're not going to be shamed for. They're just going to do that, right? They're going to say what's socially acceptable. They're going to try to do what's socially acceptable. And sometimes they don't even do that. They just kind of do it for optics, right? They try to say what's socially, acceptable because they don't want to be attacked. Right? Whereas men, we will go against the grain. We don't care. We're going to do it, right? Because we know that, we don't get a free pass in life. We know that if we don't produce, if we don't work, if we don't build, if we don't create, we're nothing in society. We're just invisible. Okay? We're going to be homeless. We're going to be out there in the streets, right? How many homeless women do you see on the streets every day? Almost none. It's overwhelmingly men, right, that are homeless, because society will just leave us out there on the street if we don't produce, if we don't do anything, if we just, if we conform to the social narrative. It doesn't help us, right? We need to go out there and compete. And often when it comes to being competitive, we don't have time to worry about the optics. Okay, we don't have time to worry about what you think of us. We don't have time to worry, that it's not politically correct to say these things or do these things, right? We don't have time. We just have to go get it done. My own personal experience, man, I left my very comfy corporate job to start my own pickup business, right? And there was this in-between period of like 3 years where I blew through my entire savings, and I was pretty much broke, down to my last $500 really. Before I really my business started getting traction. I started my pickup stuff. I started my YouTube channel. And I was saying a lot of things that were not socially, I wouldn't say popular, but socially acceptable, right? I said and did a lot of things that weren't socially acceptable. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone. I didn't hurt anyone. I was just trying to teach men dating advice. I was just trying to teach guys self-development. I had to be honest in that fact. I did some videos that I completely stand by. Every single video on my channel, I completely stand by. And one of my very first video was women shouldn't be trusted with power. I said that on my 33 Secrets channel. That was one of my very first videos. Women should not be trusted with power. And I stand by everything I said. I stand by it to this very day because it's true. It's accurate. I mean, it's observational reality. I mean, the data supports me on this, but beyond the data, it's just something you see every day, right? Doesn't mean again, we have to go in this nonsense of like, does it mean he said all? No, it does not mean all. But mostly, yes, they cannot be trusted with power. And I totally stand by that. Cannot be trusted with power, man. They're always going to do what's inherently best for them and not everyone else. About getting ahead in life and staking your claim and making some money out there and becoming successful is it takes a lot of risk. It takes a lot of hustle. And there is no aspect of risk taking and hustling that is socially correct or really socially acceptable at the end of the day. Because you have to make a lot of moves as a man if you want to get ahead. You know, women, they don't really have to do that. They just kind of got to get with a guy who already has money, or, you know, get themselves in an environment where, you know, guys want something from them. They'll kick open the doors for them. It's just very different for a guy, you know, because we really do have to compete in order to get ahead. We can't just cry about things. We can't just, you know, bat our eyes, you know, or wear a tight skirt and get ahead. No, we have to actually go out there and compete, because nobody gives us anything. There is not a single diversity quota for men. There's not a single, you know, gender quota for dudes. We don't get those kind of privileges, do we? No, you have to go out there and, you know, get things done on your own. You know, if you want to get on the stage, you have to put yourself on the stage. Nobody is going to do it for you. And as I've said, in order to get to where I am, I've had to make a lot of moves. I had to take a lot of risk. I had to do a lot of hustling. A lot of people were against me on a lot of people were not on board with me, you know. Now they're on board because I already did what I said I was going to do. But we're just competitive creatures by nature, where women are cooperative, right? They're just, you know, they're just designed that way. So in any case, as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in my comments below, and I'll see you there in my comments.
With that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Till next time, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets, signing out from my garage here with my DeLorean. So don't forget to smash that like button below. Do it for the DeLorean. Smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, okay? Please make sure you subscribe, because it helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. They do not like to promote coaching videos like mine that help guys, help men to become better men, to become the best versions of yourself. They don't like that, okay? So I need your help. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And it helps us as men, okay? It helps reach other guys as well. So you're doing a good thing by subscribing. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I am teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is to protect my premium AlphaMaleSecrets content from YouTube in the event they try to shut me down one day for trying to help men to be better men. Okay? So if you're a member of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel and they shut us down, it won't matter. It'll be like nothing happened, because you'll still have access to all of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets content. And right now, it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium AlphaMaleSecrets content from me. And it's really easy to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.